Got one from Big Tug. It's taking the U.S. citizenship test. I don't know if I could pass. Let's look at it.
With great power comes great responsibility, and you have the power to sign up for extratug.com for exclusive perks and videos. Check it out. Am I still upside down, Chris? Please put me back up normal. My head's getting big.
America. I'm from there. Might come as a shock to some of you that I am American. You know, it's not written all over my forehead like a acne-riddled teen. But nowadays, and for the past probably 30 to 60 years, being an American is a complicated thing. A lot of people hate you. Most people hate you. We make a lot of fun movies though, so you kinda gotta give us credit. And with the president we currently
That's about all we do at the moment.
have, who is at the time of recording reportedly not dead. Things have gotten a little bit more complicated for people who aren't Americans that want to become Americans. Now, I am in no position to discuss the immigration process in America. One, because I'm stupid. And that's very important. A lot of people out there are stupid and they keep talking. I'm gonna stop talking right now. But also, it's a very complicated issue and there's a lot of moving parts. You can become an American citizen by taking a test. So I've heard. There are a lot of other steps, but taking a test is part of it. If you want to become a US citizen,
Yeah, there's a lot of steps to. Yeah, they make it pretty complicated, and this test is. It's a lot. I'll be honest with you. It's quite a bit.
you have to take the naturalization test, which sounds like we're gonna put you in the hive mind. I don't know, naturalization sounds terrifying to me. But they came up with the latest version of this civics test in 2008, which is meant to be all the stuff you should absolutely have to know as an American. Facts, figures, the way the flag goes on the pole, that's very important, because you're gonna have to buy a flag, and you're gonna have to fly it. Unless, of course, you're born here, which then it becomes your God-given right to not know a god thing about the country you live in, or how to speak the language properly either. You don't gotta do anything if you're born here. So
Facts. Didn't pass history, they don't care.
today I wanted to test if I, biggest of tugs, know anything about this god country, and if I didn't live here, if I would be able to become an American with the knowledge I already have as an American. Which I should. I mean, how hard could that test be? So let's see if I can pass this dumb test, and if I can't, I legally have to leave the country, which is scary, because I only speak English, and I've talked a lot of about the British, so that kind of limits my options.
But first, let's do an ad!
Bad habits. We all got them. You have them. If you don't, you're lying to me right now. Some of us pick our noses. Some of us bite our nails. Some of us continue to consume Harry Potter content despite J.K. Rowling. Obviously, some bad habits are worse than others. And some bad habits are much harder to kick than others. But luckily, sometimes there's a solution. Ba-da-da-da! Fume. Once again, we're talking about Fume. They're gonna sponsor me until I die. Fume has created an award-winning flavored air device. Do you love vape, but want to stop inhaling the worst chemicals man has ever created? Well, look at Fume. Nicotine-free, non-toxic, zero addictive or harsh chemicals. Just flavored air, a bunch of nice flavors. You can go crisp mint, you can go orange vanilla. I'm not a cop, I don't care. It's a perfect replacement for something that people struggle to kick. Fume also hires people to run third-party studies to ensure the safety of their product, which is good because I don't like being lied to. I don't think anyone does, so I'm glad they do that. Fume has served over 500,000 customers, and maybe you can be their next success story. Go to tryfume.com/BigTug or scan the QR code on the screen and use code BigTug to get your free Fume topper when you order the Journey Pack today. Fume. I didn't write a slogan this time. I forgot to, so I'm getting a little lazy with these, I'm not gonna lie. All right, in the real test, you only need a 60 to pass, so that's gonna make this a little bit easier. All right, question number 1.
Oh man, they're out here accepting D's, so that's not bad, alright?
What is the supreme law of the land? What is the supreme law of the land? Love thy neighbor? No, that's Jesus. Although it is America, so it might be Jesus. The price of a Costco hot dog and a drink is $1.50? Maybe that's it. Although I'm gonna guess it's...
That's America, baby.
I'm gonna say democracy. That sounds correct, and that's not a law, though. What the could this be? Don't kill anyone? What is the supreme law of the land? I'm gonna say democracy. That's the only thing I can think of. The Constitution. It's the Constitution. Okay, I guess that is the supreme law. It's a bunch of laws. I should have known that. Okay, off to a bad start. Number 2, what is the economic system in the United States? Capitalism. I know that one for sure. Answer is capitalist economy or market economy. Okay,
Yeah.
All right, yeah, 1 for 2. 50% already. Number 3, what stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? A system of checks and balances, which turns out doesn't work. If you just push the envelope a little bit, it doesn't work, which is crazy. That's up, but that's the answer. Checks and balances or separation of powers.
Yeah, he's right about it not working. You know, there's a lot going on in government right now that's kind of crazy, honestly.
There you go. There is no separation of powers anymore, but okay. 2 for 1, or 2 for 3. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? Answer for New York and Massachusetts. That's kind of bullshit. That's kind of mean. I don't know. Is Nancy Pelosi for Massachusetts? Was she? No, we had not Pelosi. Who's the other one? Who's Pocahontas? And I shouldn't call her that, but that's what Trump calls her. I don't know. I don't know the answer to this. I have no clue the answer to this. I don't know. I have no idea. For New York, it's Chuck Schumer or Kristen Gillibrand. In Massachusetts, Elizabeth Warren. I should have known that. Elizabeth Warren. If I wrote down Pocahontas, if I took the test today and wrote down Pocahontas, they would give me that answer. The government right now would give me that answer. Because it's mean and shit to Elizabeth Warren. Although she did claim, I'm not going to get into it. Anyway, number 5. The House of Representatives has how many voting members? So senators gets the same number. Representatives, they all get different numbers. So it's like 502. No, that's too many people. 502. Yeah. Final answer. 435. That's an impossible number to remember. Damn. Okay, I was never gonna get that. I don't think anyone was gonna get that. Even someone. That's a hard question. Someone who's trying to pass this test, they're not getting that. That's a mean question. All right, moving on. Name your U.S. representative. No clue. No clue. The answer given by Angela is Google this. I couldn't figure it out online. Thanks, Angela. Brooklyn is represented by multiple U.S. representatives, including Yvette D. Clark for the 9th Congressional District and Hakeem Jeffries for 8th Congressional District. I have no clue. No clue. There's like a billion of these people. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I failed the test. Number 7. What are 2 cabinet-level positions? Secretary of Defense and Surgeon General? No. Secretary of Defense and Secretary of Agriculture. Secretary of Defense and Secretary of Agriculture. Okay, I nailed. Okay, that's number 1. Perfect. And Secretary of Defense is also 1. Commerce, Education, Defense, Energy, Health and Human Services, Homeland Security. Okay, got that one correct. I'm good. I don't know how I was so locked in on agriculture though. Why am I so worried about plants? Number 8. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government? The ability to declare war? That's what the president does, right? Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government? There are so many powers of the federal government. They can take away weed from me. What does it mean, power? What does it mean, like what superpower are they talking about that the federal government can do? Taxation and law writing. The answers are to print money, to declare war. I said that. I said that counts. To create an army or to make treaties. Okay, we'll say I got that right. It's going pretty bad already. Number 9. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the states. What is one power of the states? Well, states' rights, not the power to secede. We know that. I want to say taxation again. I mean, that's the power of the state. To make their own laws. I'm going to say that. One power is to make their own laws. To provide schooling and education, provide protection, the police, provide safety, fire departments, give a driver's license, and approve zoning and land use. So none of those things were correct. Who does taxes? Whose job is that? God, who's the governor of your state? Answer for New York and Massachusetts. Well, the governor, I don't know Massachusetts.
Oh my God.
We have New York governor. I don't know. That's bad. New York is.
I don't know my governor either.
I'd never heard that name before. And Massachusetts is Maura Healey. Once again, I need to start voting in lower level elections. That's what makes change, and I don't know any of these people. Okay. A little bit of a learning moment here. Number 11, what is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? That is Nancy Pelosi. Mike Johnson.
It was Nancy, I think. Mike Johnson is he the Speaker still? Did he get fired? I thought he got fired.
All right, Section C, Rights and Responsibilities. Number 12. There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe them. One of them, black people can vote. One of them, women can vote. So that's 2. That's 2 of them. Yeah, okay. Citizens 18 and older can vote. You don't have to pay a poll tax to vote. Any citizen can vote, as in women and men, and a male citizen of any race can vote. Boom. Black people, women. We're good. But there's only one responsibility that is only for United States citizens. We got to get drafted. And
Taxes.
Yeah, we got to get drafted. That's probably what it is. Serve on a jury, vote in a federal election. I could get these answers if I just thought harder. 14, name one right only for United States citizens. Okay, now that we know what we learned from the first one, our right to bear arms. What? Okay, so
a right
what
to
do
pay taxes.
non-United States citizens, what can they not do? To stay here, the ability to stay in the country, or the right to own a gun. I'll say either one of those. To vote in a federal election, to run for federal office. God, but that obviously were the answers. Why did I say have a gun? It's true though. You can't have a gun if you're not a U.S. citizen. You can get a gun, but you can't have one. 15, what is one promise you can make when you become a United States citizen? What is one promise you can make when you become a United States citizen? That could be a billion things. A promise to honor America, to respect the flag through liberty and justice for all. You pledge allegiance. You pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Give up loyalty to other countries. Damn, that's a little harsh. Defend the Constitution and the laws of the United States. Obey the laws of the United States. Serve in the U.S. military if needed. Do important work for the nation if needed. And be loyal to the United States. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, for which it stands one nation under God. I think I got that correct. That the Pledge of Allegiance kind of gets all that in one fell swoop. So
nah,
that
man.
Counts. I'm gonna Chris, put that on the counter. 16. When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms? April 15th. Knew that one. God, do I know that one? When must all men register for selective services? When they turn 18 years old. At the age of 18 or between 18 and 26.
Yeah, and you're only good to 35 and a half, baby. I'm almost there. Getting
Did
cut
I ever
off.
do that? Did I be put in jail? Would they put me in jail for making a mistake? God, that would suck if they come to my door and they're like, hey, listen, you never signed up, so you either go to jail or you have to join the military. Could you imagine if I stopped making videos because I had to go join the military? I think I did that, though. I think when I went to college, I had to sign some papers. Part 2, American history. Why did the colonists fight the British? Taxation without representation. I know all about the Independence War. I'm from Massachusetts. That's all I teach you about. So the overtaxation didn't with the vibe, but yeah, because of high taxes without representation, because the British Army stayed in their houses, right? That was a big thing. We hated that. That's like number 3 on the Constitution, I think, where we're like, no army is going to stay in our houses. That sucked. There were 13 original states. Name 3. I probably could name all of them. Here we go. Maine, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Vermont, Virginia, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, South Carolina, North Carolina. No way the Carolinas were in there. Pennsylvania. All right, that's 11. We'll see. I only need to New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, goddamn. New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. Forgot Georgia. I was pretty close. I can't believe I forgot New York, but I missed 2. That should give me extra points. What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for? Going to France frequently to smash French, but he also was a founding father. He flew a kite in the storm and got struck by lightning. One of the dumbest things I've ever heard. I don't even think that's a real story. Wrote the Farmer's Almanac. Never was a president. His face is on money. I think those are all equally important. U.S. diplomat. So yeah, he flew to France to do relations. Oldest member of the Constitutional Convention. Who the would say that? First Postmaster General of the United States. Didn't know that. Writer of Poor Richard's Almanac. Is that not the same thing as the Farmer's Almanac? And last one, started the first free libraries. So I said things that he was known for, famous for. That's very up in the air. I'm giving myself that one. What territory did the U.S. buy from France in 1803? The Louisiana Purchase. Louisiana Territory or Louisiana. Yep, I got that right. You. What did Susan B. Anthony do? She made the flag.
Oh, that's no. In the sense that, no. You know what I mean? Like,
she sewed the flag, fought for women's rights or fought for civil rights. Whoops. Who made the flag? Why did I f that up so bad? Damn. Okay.
So bad.
Okay, my bad. Who was president during World War I? There's only one president during World War I? Uh-oh. Hoover was 10. Coolidge? I'm gonna say Coolidge. Woodrow Wilson. Damn it. They're all the same. They're all black and white dorks. Who did the United States fight in World War II? The Axis powers. Japan, Germany, and Italy. Nailed it. During the Cold War, what was the main concern for United States? I would say nuclear death, but it's probably communism. It is communism. I would say dying by a nuke, but regardless. 26. What major event happened on September 11, 2001 in the United States? I think Shrek was released. Hey now! Name one U.S. territory. Guam. The North Mariana Islands, American Samoas, U.S. Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico. I guess Puerto Rico would be the obvious answer there, but I don't know. Guam is hard to say. 28. Name one of the 2 longest rivers in the United States. Mississippi. Or the Missouri River, which I would never think of that being one of the longest ones, but I guess there you go. Section B. Symbols. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? For the original 13 colonies. Of course. Name 2 national U.S. holidays. Christmas Thanksgiving. New Year's, Martin Luther King, President's Memorial, Independence, Labor Day, Columbus Day, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas. I don't know why they were at the end, but those are the ones I can think of. Okay, so those are all the questions. Angela wrote the outro bonus round. Tucker tries to convert my score out of 30 to a percentage and decides if it's above or below 60%. So the bonus round is me doing math, which is f***ing me, Angela. I'm not doing math, Angela. F*** you. Chris will do it. I'll let Chris do it. Thanks, Chris. Put it up right here. So there you have it. I'm barely an American citizen. Only here because of birthright. And they're going to be taking that away soon. So to each their own, I don't think people coming to America should be asked way more important questions. Like, what time does McDonald's breakfast end? When someone lets you go in traffic, do you wave? Answer, yes. What is a green tea shot? And how many of those puts you on your ass? There's just way more important things to know than the they brought up here. I'm gonna be completely honest. So let me know down below if you guys would be an American citizen or if you think there are any other better questions you should be able to ask. I actually want you guys to do more of that than the first one because I feel like we can make some pretty funny questions here. Like, comment, and subscribe.
And thank you to Fume for sponsoring today's video. Head to tryfume.com and use code BIGTUG when you order the Journey Pack for a free topper today.
Check out
Yeah, you know, that was a good video. I don't think I would have been an American citizen, honestly. I'm pretty sure I would have failed that test. But, you know, like, comment, subscribe, you know, hit it up at the bottom. I'll catch you on the next one, you know.